It's been a while since you had any good nightmares. Let's shine a torch on the best new and upcoming horror games in 2021. Sometimes, looking at upcoming horror games on Steam can feel like peering into a grotesque bargain bin of VHS tapes, all with the same terrible fonts. But worry not, 2021 is packed with new scary games that are actually worth venturing into the darkness for. It turns out that it's a big year for fans of classic horror movie franchises, with the official Evil Dead and Aliens Fireteam games, and of course, there's a certain series that just made a very tall, bloodthirsty, and triumphant return. Oh, and before you're too spooked out to move, just click on that subscribe button to make sure you never miss a video from us again. Now though, did you hear that strange noise? Let's go investigate.
Night-night, sleepyhead.
It's here! Finally, Resident Evil Village has arrived in towering vampiric form.
Well, Ethan Winters.
But it turns out there's more to the 8th main title of this biohazardous franchise than just wearing hats and being tall. Who knew? Poor Ethan Winters arrives in the titular village after his daughter has been kidnapped and must take on the 4 so-called lords of the area if he has any chance of seeing her again. The result is a relentless rollercoaster of battles against not just vampires but werewolves and all kinds of diabolical monstrosities we won't spoil. Each different lord has a different locale, so that much more actiony gameplay is constantly evolving. With more than a few hints of Resident Evil 4, what are you buying? Village is a bullet-packed thrill ride, but don't worry, that doesn't mean it can't be scary. She's here after all. From polished, revamped survival horror to a truly old-school folk scary tale, Mundaun is a hand-drawn nightmare as a man returns to the mountain home of his late grandfather. Despite being told that his grandfather died in an accident and has been buried, an empty grave and mysterious visions suggest that all is not as it seems here. There's a serious sense of unease from the moment the game opens on a bus climbing above the clouds and up the remote mountain. Leaving real life behind and discovering your childhood home has nasty secrets is never easy. Expect disturbing imagery, old school puzzles, and occasionally scratching your head to progress, just like we always used to. And yes, you can pat the goat. Just know that it isn't this warm and fuzzy at any other point in the game. Depending on how quick off the mark with this video you are, the previously PlayStation exclusive Days Gone might already be out. If so, surprise! Sony Ven Studios' zombie-packed open-world adventure might not be straight-up horror, but there's enough "oh gosh, it's awful" when they run together to earn a place on this list. Playing as biker Deacon St. John, we explore the post-apocalypse from the back of a motorcycle, desperately keeping fueled up and avoiding the infected horde who are somewhat affectionately known as Freakers.
We'll make the Freakers even stronger and more dangerous.
The Pacific Northwest is a particularly beautiful part of the world to explore too, even if you are constantly in fear of being ripped apart and seeing your own organs. With an innovative day-night cycle that affects freaker behavior, Days Gone is a unique sandbox adventure with some seriously scary foes. Did we mention that there's a lot of them?
But so long as you have your drifter bike, you might just survive.
If you played Alien Isolation at any point, you'd probably like some more revenge. To feel powerful in places where you crept along, barely breathing, and where a murderous monster found you anyway. How would you like to have ultimate splattery retribution? Say hello to Aliens Fireteam, an official xenomorph battler that puts you in the probably quite uncomfortable boots of a marine fighting for their life on the UAS Endeavour. This multiplayer shooter takes place 23 years after the grisly occurrences of the original Alien and has a delightful buffet of 11 different xenomorphs to turn into gooey paste with friends. And don't think it'll be easy. You might have a gun, but Cold Iron Studios is promising calculating enemies who are constantly going to keep you on your toes. And you probably want to try and keep those.
There are some places in the universe you don't fight alone.
From splattery aliens to fresh zombified nightmare, Back 4 Blood is a new Left 4 Dead in all but name. From the same core dev team who brought you all that pill-popping undead annihilation, this is everything we know and love about slaughtering zombies with friends, but with more, well, everything.
Seize the day!
Here we're battling against what's known as the Ridden, a parasite-infected horde that handily means enemies come in all shapes and sizes. And if the campaign isn't enough, just like Left 4 Dead, a game director brings in new challenges and even new enemy types dependent on how you're doing. There's also a roguelite card system to let you roll different build types, so you really never need to play anything else again. Probably best we have to wait until October, really.
Can't rest until all these things are dead.
Don't worry, I won't.
Are you feeling groovy? Good, because Evil Dead the game probably demands it. Ash's multiplayer antics were announced at the 2020 Game Awards, and this year we'll be destroying Deadites with friends in co-op and arming ourselves with chainsaws to destroy those probably same friends in PvP.
I had a real life once.
There's not been much reveal since the trailer. Okay, nothing at all. But these boomstick-packed antics take us back to a certain cabin in the woods. And it's all inspired by the 3 original Evil Dead movies and splattery TV show Ash vs. Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell and a handful of original stars are back on vocal duties, and, we quote, "there's a full physics-based gore system, which is delightfully bloody music to our ears. Now, where's my boomstick?"
And then it came for me.
So we've sailed the creepy seas of Man of Medan, explored the folk horror town of Little Hope, and now we're going underground for the next entry in Supermassive Games' Dark Pictures Anthology. A military unit is on the hunt for chemical weapons but discovers a far more nope-worthy Sumerian temple under the Arabian desert. If you recognize this guy from The Exorcist, you're absolutely spot on. So while it would make you turn around and head home, this lot might be in for, well, more head-turning experiences. Once again, we'll have more of the choice-based narrative experiences with a fresh set of victims, and it'll be exciting to see how many of this lot we can keep alive. We've not been very good at that with, well, anyone else.
You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it and I was there.
So that's some of the biggest horror games that you should be playing right now, and the ones to pop into your calendar app. Let us know what you're looking forward to most in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoy the terror, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you do already subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you never miss another list.
I won't let you down.